This is the Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Butter 23 Sneaker Channel des. 毎日アップするので、毎日見てください. Every single day I bring you content and drop you guys sneaker content, sneaker reviews, upcoming sneaker releases here from Tokyo, Japan. And I do this every single day for you guys out there, and usually, like I say, it's about sneakers, but today it's a little bit different because this week when I was reviewing sneakers that I was going to bring to you guys, I just could not find ones that I really want to get behind. And usually I do 6 sneaker reviews and a Tuesday top 10, which at the moment we're counting down the reasons why I like to live in Japan, so that's nothing to do with sneakers. So I need to find 6 sneakers in a week to review, and I couldn't find 6 sneakers this week. I could only find 5, but then I did find this little bit of news that I thought would be worth talking to you guys out there, and you can see over my right shoulder here I've got a couple of pairs of NMD R1s on show, and the reason for that is because today what we're going to be talking about is how Adidas are potentially, apparently, maybe thinking about lining up a way for colouring the Boost on the NMD R1 line in 2 different colours at the same time. So far it's been block colouring on the Boost in many different sneakers, usually in white, sometimes in other colours, but a single colour in there. But they're looking at putting 2 colours on that. Today, that's what we're going to be looking at and asking the question, is it too late for the Adidas line to start playing with the colouring on the Boost? As I said in the introduction, today is all about the NMD R1 and the fact that Adidas are going to start colouring the Boost in 2 or 3 or multiple different colours. It's something that Adidas have not done before. And the question is it too late for Adidas to start playing with the colour of the Boost? And the reason that I'm asking that is because they have already done some block colouring on Boost before, but they've never actually tried to colour 2 different colours on the Boost before. But the question is whether it's too late, because I think that Boost was ripe for colouring maybe 6, 8, 12 months ago, and they kind of missed the boat on that. And I'm wondering if now this new innovation of sort of different colour on the same Boost midsole is a little bit too late. Before we get into that though, do please hit that subscribe button down below. We do see this at the start of every video. I say we, I mean us YouTube content creators, and it is a big thing to us. It is a big thing to get a subscribe and to get people to click that button down below, so please do click the subscribe button down below. And as I am here in Japan, I do slip in a little bit of Japanese from now and then, and right now I'm going to say 登録お願いします。下に登録ボタンがありますので、それをクリックすると助かるので登録をお願いします。But then let's get into this. So what I was saying about colouring the Boost on sneakers. Now I do have a pair of triple black Ultra Boosts. I think they're 3.0s if I remember rightly, and I like them very much. But instead of bringing them, what I've actually done is, as I said over here on my right shoulder, I've got 2 NMD R1s there, and they're 2 different ones. You can see very clearly one's black and one's not. And the reason I've got them there, and I'll show you this, here's one of those, the other half of that pair there. I think these were the first NMD R1s I ever owned. And they were a gift actually from my wife, if I remember rightly. And I'm going to have to use the speech mark inverted comments here, because the reason I'm showing this is because the Boost is white. And it's white. I've been wearing these for maybe 18 months. Maybe I should do a video about the wear and how durable they are, because they have lasted pretty well. But anyway, the Boost is all white on them, and that's one kind of Boost that we've seen out there on Adidas sneakers, is that all white, which is the common style. I think Boost itself, the material Boost, is a white material. So when you see Boost white on the sole or the midsole of a sneaker, that's an easy thing for Adidas to do. But this is more rare, more rare. I probably should know that. And what this is, I'll give you a little close-up. I can't see how accurately that's closing up, whether or not it's blurring out or not, but that says in Japanese there, it says San Stripe no Brando, which is the 3-stripe brand, and you can see that this is the Boost is actually black on this. And just to dispel a myth for people who don't know this out there, but when the Boost is black, the Boost is not actually black. As you can see on the windows of the sole here, that the Boost itself, the Boost itself is white. I'm laughing because there's a little sticker of it looks like a cake on that, so that's proof that we wear our shoes around here. I couldn't get that whole sticker off, but anyway, the point is that Adidas colours the Boost sometimes on the sneakers, very rarely, but when Adidas do colour that, it's only on the outside, and it's not the whole Boost itself that's coloured. It's just spraying the midsole on the outside there. So that's kind of the reason why I popped these guys out today. This is the triple black Adidas pack. There is a triple black regular pack where I think here it says, actually I can look to see what it says. Can I read this? It just says Adidas on the insert or the brick on my other NMD R1s, but here it says in Japanese, the 3-stripe branding. So these were a special edition Japanese triple black NMD R1. And I just wanted to bring you these guys. I'll leave the ones back here that you can see for reference. I just wanted to bring you them out just to sort of illustrate the point that Boost usually comes in all white or rarely comes in all another color. Now I've seen it in black, as I showed you just now. I do have 2 pairs of triple blacks, these NMD R1s and the 3.0s I said before. And I've also seen it in a sort of silver. I've seen Boost be sprayed silver just once or twice on another pair of sneakers. And I'm trying to think if I've ever seen Boost in any other color than that. And I've talked about it in my videos before that I think Adidas missed the boat on coloring the Boost. I think there was a point when, you know, the Boost line, Ultra Boost and NMDs and all that kind of stuff was starting to plateau, and that would have been a time to sort of kick in with colored Boost, which would have raised the brand back up again. But they missed that kind of curve. And the kind of hype behind Boost was coming down a bit, and then they started playing with colours, but already the trajectory was wrong and they missed the right moment, the ripe moment to put more colour on the Boost, in my opinion. But then now what we're seeing here, and you'll see some screenshots up here, is that they're taking the colouring of it, and in the examples that I can show you is that they're colouring the Boost on the back section and then leaving the front section a single colour. In the case of what we're looking at right now is white, and the question we're asking is this sort of semi-color or half coloring of the Boost a little bit too late for the line to sort of rediscover some of that hype before? But first we'll just have a look at some of the examples up here. Now what I've read is that they're doing this on NMD R1 Prime Knit. So it has to be a prime knit sneaker to get this half and half sort of picture on there. And what it looks like at the moment, the pictures we've seen at the moment, is that insert or that brick. And I'll go back to my other NMD R1s to sort of illustrate this point. You can see on the case of these ones that the brick or the insert is grey on a white Boost. But then if you look at the picture of this sort of half and half colouring, the brick itself is grey, and then surrounding the heel section of the midsole, the white Boost has been coloured grey, but then the forefoot and the quarter sections of the midsole, they remain white. And then the other pictures we've seen of this is actually flipping out the white prime knit for a black prime knit, but still having the same effect. Now in some pictures, and hopefully I'll be able to show you this up here, it's actually quite difficult to see how different the front and the back sections of the Boost are. And then in other pictures, like the ones I showed you before, it's very clear. It's a very clear and stark difference between the two sections of Boost, the white section and the grey section. And I do believe, though, my understanding, having, you know, my own triple blacks and coloured Boost sneakers, is that it's not going to be 2 Boost sections. It's just one whole Boost unit, and all they're doing is spraying the back half of it with a colour. So they're not. It's not like, you know, the Boost will be in 2 sections, for example. So anyway, that's what we're looking at today, is whether or not these NMD R1s with the half and half colouring of the Boost is going to be a big thing or not for the Adidas brand. I do remember earlier in this year, the NMD R1s, they brought out a variant that had a strange kind of colouring. I'll throw up a screenshot if I can find an example of it, but they had a strange kind of colouring, block colouring around sort of sections of the sneaker, around the inserts, around the heel tab, around right in the front on the quarter line between the forefoot and the midfoot. They had this weird sort of block colouring, and it really did nothing for the hype of the brand. And I actually think that maybe this is going to be the same. I think there might be a couple of people that'll be interested in, but it's just too late. The hype isn't there anymore. The sort of streetwise street hype for the Adidas brand isn't there anymore as far as Boost goes. So I do not think that this half Boost colouring is going to have a really big impact on sales. I mean, it'll sell as well as any other NMD R1. Personally, as I said, I have 2 pairs right here. I don't find them very comfortable. I find NMD R2s much more comfortable, and of course Ultra Boost or Ultra Boost Uncaged much more comfortable. But NMD R1s, I don't find them particularly comfortable. I do think they're a great looking sneaker. I think they're really cool, and when I see them out in the street and I see people wearing them, I think, man, that's a really nice looking sneaker. But actually to wear, I don't find them very comfortable, to be honest, and I find that they don't fit very well. These are 30.5 centimeters, which is my true size. These are 30 centimeters, and I always have to go down a size. Actually, even these 30 centimeters, half a size too small, is still a little too big. Like the upper doesn't fit snug to your foot, in my opinion. But that's just, maybe it's the size of my feet, or maybe it's because I need to go a whole size lower to get that snug fit. But anyway, to answer my own question, I do not think that this 50-50 colouring of the Boost is going to be enough to make any significant dent in the sort of trajectory of the Adidas Ultra Boost line, NMD R1s, NMD R2s, that kind of thing. So, but I might be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. And if I am wrong, tell me in the comments down below. Tell me your opinions. I love it when people have a different opinion to me, and we can chat about it in the comments. I am not looking for people to all have the same ideas and thoughts as I do, so I appreciate it when you have a difference of opinion. Okay, it's time for me to sign off and check out for the day. Thank you very much for checking in my content and hearing me ramble on about NMD R1s and the split in the Boost there. I will be back again tomorrow with another pair of sneakers. I can't remember what I've got lined up. I have it already lined up. I can't remember what it is. I know later in the week I've got something on the shattered backboards coming, which I'm kind of excited about. But for now, it's time to sign off. Say thanks for checking out my content, and I will be back tomorrow with that video. So without further ado, thanks for checking in, and I will see you tomorrow.